clear the custom within this week and can clear all the backlog at CMIT during this month. For postcode, so far we have not got any news.
One of the things that we started doing there with the storage bill, instead of waiting until the final day when they pick it up, we invoice them now pro forma manual invoice on a monthly basis. Yeah, because otherwise the pressure to make, well, first of all we need to press them to pick it up, to take action, but otherwise they want to have too much of a discount or abandon the cargo. So.
But is it a statement or is it an invoice? Do they pay?
It's a manual invoice, but it doesn't come out of the system.
Just statement with them.
So they don't pay, but of course they know what the bill is.
Yes,
Correct.
it's just pre-notice.
That's good.
Linked to the plastic scrap, tomorrow and Wednesday, we will have 62 containers over 90 days that nobody received it, and custom will do the physical inspection, and then they classify whether this cargo is a recycle or not, and then they will do the liquidation. So the plans will be 2 days, and it involves all the customs, the natural resource department, and shipping lines and terminals. Tomorrow they will work at CMIT. We arranged already with us to bring this cargo into a separate area. Tomorrow they will start to do it. Before we do it, there are 31 containers already. Now to come up with the second group, 62.
The last point I like to add to the compliance here is operations. So last week we talked with kind about to check with the port authorities, TAC, and ship agency to ensure that the number of TAC being deployed for each core to be fully compliant with the maritime safety plan, and we are signed off with maritime safety plan. Of course, the responsibility go to the ship agency and liner, but as a signature of that plan, we need to understand how many, what the name of tax being deployed is enough. Well, they have two type of maritime safety regulation, one to up to 160,000 debit ton, the other one 194. It's a little bit different. We can leave it to the shipping agency. We have to check, and there's not many. There are about 17 tugboats here operating area, and so you and cascade down to the ship manager level have to be understanding that requirement.
Yeah.
Because there's one case they failed. They instead to bring two azimuth 4,000 or 5,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
They bring one azimuth but one no. Yes. But we need to ensure that. In one case, a couple of years ago, I recalled to the ship manager that you don't let the ship go in unless they bring enough power tank.
We also communicate the agent
Yeah.
when they send us some information. When before the vessel arrival, they have to send us the tugboat detail so that we can check.
All right, good. Since for last week, that's good. You informed them. That's all.
Any others?
No, very good.
About the action log, after we have the discussion internally and asking some advice from IC, if you have any.
So as I said, we are going to have a workshop in July.
Yes, we have the Kaizen event that will improve communication among us and actually about doing service to reduce the waiting time at CMIT.
And one of the other things that we're looking into that is putting the terminal departure report to make it in an app online. So the shipping lines can, even during the operation, follow what happens, and then afterwards at the end they have it as well, instead of sending it by email and Excel sheet and make it manual.
Can I ask a question? You told me that the dredging has been delayed. So far, it's not having any impact on the vessel operations?
No, the vessel settles nicely. No, it's we're still deep enough. What are we? 15?
We're less than 15.
Less than 15. So
Some
the,
area,
the vessels
14.5.
are coming in with 14, so it's not an
It's not
issue
a
yet.
problem,
And it's also the 18,000 TU well with the FAL 3 leaving. So it's not an issue, but it needs to be done.
Okay, and then another question, I know that this year, because you've done much less volume in Hong Tai and you've done much more volume within our terminal, is that leading to any crane breakdowns, RTG breakdowns? You having any maintenance issues?
No, because it's just sometimes we have a breakdown, with small breakdown of a key crane, but right now it's not much impact on our
So
operation.
you're not worried about it?
Yeah.
You're not
Just-
worried about it? You are.
It doesn't give you no.
Actually, for the first 5 months, we not do much maintenance, but we expect have more maintenance.
In the rest of the year? Yeah, I
Yes.
think you will too, yeah. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good meeting, guys. Thank you for letting out the front
Have a
today.
safe and productive week.
Cole, you want any comment, Cole?
Well, first of all, I'm impressed, right? I think it's very, very good. I think the alignment that happens just by having this group
Everyone together,
in
yeah.
one room looking at the same is fantastic. That's just one question from my side. So this year you have agreed that this is what we're gonna look at. And I guess that's the easy part, to agree on what goes up there. But what have you deselected? What is not up there that could still be interesting, or that you said, we're not gonna talk about it, or we're not gonna talk about when Jan is here, or what has been deselected when you look at this in your mind?
Rates, tariffs has been deselected because of confidentiality.
Financials?
Financials.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I guess it should be anything to do with the service delivery to the customer, right? This is the experience for the customer. These are the things which are very relevant to have in this forum.
Something else that has been deselected from this meeting, safety. Because we have the cross-functional meeting during which safety is one of the main topics. We have the operation stand-up during which safety is the main topic.
You don't want to duplicate. Yeah.
At this forum, it is the alignment between operations and with the customer impact.
Yeah.
So that's what we focus on here.
Good.
No, but that's spot on, that again, we don't duplicate, because it's easy to, now we are here anyway, let's also talk safety, and
Yeah,
talk a
no,
little
yeah.
about how are we looking financially, and it just expands, and then the overlap of course increases. So that's the key when you do these things, right, that you actually select something, but you actively deselect things and say, we will not talk
Keep
about that here,
focus.
it's for another meeting, right, but from looking at it, I was very disciplined, and we stayed on topic, so I'm very impressed. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done, everyone. You got the good work. Thank you.